What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Romeo Trading back again for another video. Hope you guys had a great new year. It is 2021. I got a few ideas for you guys here. Before we get started, special shout out to my 59 subscribers. We are continuing to grow. 20% of you that are watching the video are subscribed. The other 79. I hope this information is fine. I hope you find this information useful. And you'll hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, turn on notifications. Let's get started. All right, before we begin, I had a person tell me that I should put timestamps in my video. I don't want to make 30 videos, so that's why my videos be so long. I don't want to, make one video for one stock, stop, edit it, do all that together and put it up, and I'd rather just make one long video. So what I'm gonna do is once I finish recording this, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get all the timestamps for each stock and get those put in the comments or in the description. That way you guys will be able to go ahead and fast forward straight to your particular stock, and that way you don't have to sit through the whole video, just to get to your particular stock that you're interested in. But yeah, so be looking forward to that. So like I say, check down in the description or in the comments, and I should be able to have the timestamps for each stock on my watch list today. All right, so let's get into it. Right now we got the SPY up. Still bullish, still had a good close to the year. I still think we may be coming back to retest this 360 area. We don't have to, but like I said, we did break above it. It was a pivot high. And, even here, when we did break above this 340 area, we did have a rest. We did have 2 resting months retesting this area. Even though it was a long grind up, so that rest probably was necessary. But, I still think we have room to come back and bounce off this 360 area. So we're going to see what the new year starts off with. Like I said, still bullish, still above the 20 to 50 into 200 on the daily. Weekly still looks strong. Like I said, we do have support in this 350 area. Maybe we grind up to maybe 380 before we pull back to 360. So maybe we put in a good new high first. Like I say, we had this huge shakeout here that happened the week before last. So, maybe that was just kind of giving us an idea where we're headed, So maybe we head up to the 380 area and then come back, maybe retest the 360 area. That'll give the moving averages time to catch up and give it a little bit more elevation on that. But yeah, that looks good. Let's drill down to the 60-minute. Looks good. Look like they ran above the 20 and the 50 at the end of the day on Thursday. Looks like they want to take out this 375 area. But we're gonna see once the market opens. It looks real strong, like we want to take off at the beginning of the week. So we're gonna definitely see on that. Looking at the Qs real quick before we get started. Same, pretty much looks the same. So on the Qs, maybe we run up to 320 or 340 before we pull back to the 300 area. Give us a nice bounce on the monthly. As you guys know, I don't really trade news. I trade volume and volatility. So it just depends on what's going on. A pullback, profit taking is normal. That's a part of trading. So we're gonna see how January starts off. Let's see here. Last January, we started out green. Back up a little bit. Got president shifting. We well, back in 16, we started the month red. Kind of retested this the 20 on the monthly. But pretty much every year after that, we started out green. Started out green here. Now the only concern here, we getting kind of far away from that moving average on the monthly, which like I say, we don't control it, so you know it can go as far as it want to go actually, but you know that's just a concern. You know, even after a few years, it still find a way to come back and retest it, run up here, come back and retest it. So just kind of be mindful. You know, if you are holding the Qs or the SPY, it's just something to think about as far as, you know, moving averages and, you know, them always staying, you know, close to them, or, you know, kind of having a, like I said, they try to get it here, but they end up coming back to tag it. That's when the, I don't know what happened this year. And you had the virus here. A lot of people was, you know, real nervous about when the market was crashing around this time. But in the grand scheme of things, it pretty much bounced back at support in this area, this 215, 220 area. So while the rest of the world, you know, thinks the world is coming to an end, if you actually study charts and patterns and trends, you know it wasn't that bad. You know, a good pullback is good. That way you can, like I said, you see how quickly we recovered. But that's enough of that. I have a bunch of ideas. So like I say, I'm gonna leave the timestamps in the description for each one. That way you ain't got to sit here and listen to me talk. So it is, let's see, 6:30. So ACB is the first one. So let's get started. For anybody that's into, you know, the cannabis, I got an eye on ACB and I think TLRY. Yeah, ACB and TLRY. Break down this right here. Now we had a news break that hit. I think a lot of records were getting expunged due to cannabis. A lot of the cannabis records was expunged. I was looking when the market had closed Thursday, I was looking for any pre-market volume to show if it moving off that news, but you know, we'll see Monday. I think a lot more states are starting to do it as well. So cannabis is gonna start trending. I think in a big way. Not necessarily, may not be ACB, may not be TLRY, even though they have this merger and stuff. But you know, we're gonna see as the time go on. Still in a nice downtrend. Under the 20 got rejected by the 200 on the daily. Last month we did close red. Didn't get no bullish pressure at the end at all. On the monthly. Big volume in November. We did almost 600 million in December. So hopefully we don't come all the way back down here to 6, even though this was the previous pivot outside of the green month we had. Hopefully we don't fall back too far down, even though Aura got a lot going on right now. So I got my alert set at the high of last week, which was 907. So I got my alert at 910. Just to let me know we are 5 weeks straight down. Like I say, it's rest. ACB, when it rests, they can definitely put in some big rest. I put a stock twits post out a while back when it was up here in the 10s in the 10s, and I was, you know, I just posted that, you know, it has room to fall back to 8. Like I say, it broke off of this pivot high on the weekly, and then like I say, it got rejected by the 50 on the weekly as well. And like I say, it had room to come back at least to that high. That high was 762. So hopefully we get a bounce here in this $8 area. We got the 20 period weekly coming in. Hopefully we get us a higher low. With this being the previous low on the weekly, hopefully we get a higher low in this $8 area and maybe get some bullish action going on. Maybe Aura can drop some good PR on this one. It's hard to really find a direction because the month hasn't started yet. So a lot of these ideas are kind of rolling off of, you know, last month. So hopefully this information is helpful to you guys. But yeah, Aura got a alert here at the 910 area. Like I say, the only support left we got is this $8 area. We got the 50 period moving average coming in, the weekly support coming in on the 20 period. got rejected by the 50 period on the weekly twice. So we're gonna definitely see. No monthly support yet. Monthly support's all the way at 30. But ACB taking a beating on the monthly chart. So we're just looking for something, you know, some type of action. Hopefully we don't have another 5-month rundown on ACB like we did last time after the reverse split. So, you know, hopefully the bulls step back up this year with all these changes coming to the cannabis industry. So, yep. So 910 is our watch area. We got a lot of resistance on the daily. We're under the 20 and the 200, so it's gonna take some big volume to get us there. Volume's been kind of low these past few weeks ever since our sales set up here on the weekly. Ever since this sales setup triggered, big volume here. We kind of been, like I say, that downtrend is in effect. But we're gonna see what we do Monday, see if we can turn bullish, and get back up to this $9 area and start trending up. Maybe put in a narrow week like that, or we can just take out this red week here completely. That's what we're looking to do. Hopefully, like I say, this was just the ugliest downtrend. But anyway, that's the idea on ACB. Let me see what time it is. 11 minutes. So next idea is ADT. Excuse me. Popping my knuckles, I'm sorry. All right, so starting with the monthly. ACB. ADT did put in a new high up here at 1721. I'm not sure what that news was. It did gap up here. 3 months down. So it rested for 3 months. We did put in a green month here in November. And then we put in a higher high in December. Now, this month did get rejected back down, but we're still hoping for a continuation. We bounced right here at the 20 period on the monthly. I still think bulls got time to really pick this thing back up. Like I said, we put in a higher high and a higher low. So, you know, hopefully the trend stays up. I'm not sure if we're going to get back up to this $18 area. We could push up maybe to 12, come back and try to trend up that way, but we're going to see. Drilling down to the weekly, we did close semi-bullish, even though it did brought it all the way back. So I wouldn't say that's bullish. It was a lot of selling. I think we sold pretty much for 4 weeks straight. So we barely held on to that green last week. So I got an alert sent at 8:20 to take out all these sellers here. Hopefully we get a bounce. Like I said, we did bounce off the 20 period on the monthly. So maybe this 50 period we can step in and put in a new high. Turn that trend around. So 820 is my area I'm looking to get in at once it triggers. If I can get a clear image daily. Yeah, so the daily we are at the 200 and the 50 period moving average. Hopefully that holds up for support. Like I said, we got a lot of moving averages up under us. So hopefully that will add to the support area a little bit. No special ideas as far as the daily goes. Oh, excuse me. As you guys know, I normally follow the monthly and the weekly for swing trades. Sometimes there are daily caveats you can use and stuff, but like I say, we do see a little support here, and we basically just waiting to see if it's gonna bounce. Like I said, we trended down pretty much all of December, gapped up, and kind of just trended down. So ADT definitely has been resting. So we're just looking for a trend change. Nice 4 resting weeks in a row. We're just looking for a trend change. A nice bounce off this one over the 820 area. So that's it for ADT. Next idea is AM, Antero Midstream. A lot of these companies that I'm picking are 1 billion market cap and up. I took out a lot of the high float stocks. I think the 1 trillion plus, I took a lot of those out. So yeah, all these are $1 billion companies. It made the list a lot shorter. I normally do like my top 10 list from my scanner, but with with me having no data to move forward, I just wanted to do at least some decent quality companies to give you guys ideas on. So yeah, so AM starting with the monthly, we did have a nice bounce up to the 20 period, nice little pullback. We did get over that 20 period. We were just looking for a continued move up on the monthly. Drilling down to the weekly, we did put in a nice high, kind of a rest, kind of been resting. We had a nice little sell off here. We do have support here in this 750 area. That was a previous pivot. I'm not sure if that's why we had that pullback. We definitely needed one. Like I say, basically put in higher lows and higher highs for what, six weeks. Not counting this one right here. We did make a nice run up on this one here. We did have a nice pullback to the 750 area. I think that's a nice pullback. Kind of don't want it to drop to 7. I think that'll be a little too much. Yeah, because we don't want to break that low, and we don't want to get that close. But it's possible we could fall back to this 7 area. It's just an idea to kind of watch for pivot wise. But I do like the monthly. I do have my my first alert to trigger at the high of this green month here at 865. Then we have another alert to trigger at 850, just in case the bulls step up and want to be aggressive on Monday and go ahead and take out this pretty much take out all of last week's selling. So I got an alert there just to be a little bit more aggressive, just in case anything, like any gaps or anything happen and we miss out on one trigger, the other one to let us know that something's going on. We're going to take a look at this, we're going to take a look at all ideas throughout the weekend as well. So we're going to definitely keep an eye on it. We did fall below the 20 period moving average. So that is a concern. So it may rest a little bit more. Hopefully it don't hug this $7 area too much. As you can see, that's where the 20 period is. We're gonna see what happens. Had a nice pullback here. Slight resting. A lot of dojis here. Bottom and tail, top and tail, bottom and tail. So we're gonna see what direction it goes in. But yeah, definitely got my alert set up here just in case it want to continue the uptrend on the monthly. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we're looking for a continuation of the uptrend. I think that's it about AM. Let me look at the 60-minute and see if we got any pre-market activity. Okay. I'm not sure. Let me see. Okay, just 100 shares there. Yeah, so we're gonna see trend change. If it, like I said, it takes out this 810 area, it may start getting back aggressive. We're gonna see how it does Monday. It did pull below it up under that 20 period, so short term is resting. So we're gonna see if it make another push up or if it's gonna continue to rest a little while longer before it moves up. Like I said, we have all month to get above this pivot here. Stock's been pretty strong too lately. Ran for 5 months, rested for 1, pushed up another 3 months. So we're just looking for a continuation on this uptrend on this one. Back to the daily. If you want to be super aggressive, you can put an alert at 8 just to see if it takes out all this. But you got to get over that 20 period. So yeah, if you want to get alerted at 8, that'll at least let you know that it's actually contesting that 20 period again to see if it want to go ahead and push back up. So that's the idea as well. Last time we had a strong pullback like that, we put in a nice resting bar up under the 20 period. Then we shot up. We're gonna see. AM is also known for taking out these wide range resting weeks, as you see here. But like I said, it was contesting at 50 here. We're above the 20 and the 50, so we might get some follow through on this one. Next idea is AMRN. at 19 minutes. This is a monthly idea. Stock kind of got beat down here, bounced in this same area. This is second time has bounced in this area. Bulls have stepped up in this area. It look like we're riding this 200 period on the monthly. Like I said, came down here to this $4 area. Bulls stepped up, bounced it back. Didn't really, just kind of went sideways, pulled back to this $4 area. Bulls didn't really step up the same way that it did last time. And kind of really been just going sideways and kind of mellowing out here. Kind of just been consolidating. So we look at the weekly, we see that we're slightly getting over that 20 period on the weekly. So we may get some news. We may get a nice pump. We're going to see as the week continues. I got an alert set at 5:55 that'll take out pretty much last month's high. You can also put an alert at 5:40 that'll take out last week's high. That way, if you want to get a little earlier access to the idea, you will be able to go ahead and see it. We are sitting above the 20. Actually, last week took us below that 20 again. So yeah, it's kind of struggling to find a direction. Really, it seems like we are above the 20 and the 50. So like I said, if it did want to make a run, it don't seem like it's a lot of resistance to do so. Buyers did step in here, big volume, and like I say, it sold off maybe half of that volume. Maybe we can gap over maybe this 525 area, put in a new high. That'll definitely get us started. The weekly isn't showing too much. We're just kind of riding this 20 period. Like I said, if you want to put an alert here at 540, that'll be another idea as well. Big volume this week. Hopefully it doesn't get rejected by this 20 period. It's kind of been riding it for a while. Normally when it rides it too long, it kind of fails. So, we want to, take out that 20 period and go ahead and put in a new high. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for the 550 area. As far as the monthly goes. That's it for AMRN. I've been wanting to get into this thing for a while. It just hasn't really made any moves. So I just kind of been keeping my eye on it, but I do got an alert up here at 555 just in case we want to make a move. Next idea is APHA, APHA Incorporated. This is a cannabis company. We have 2 alerts on this one. The chart looks a lot better than ACB's chart. It hasn't been beat down as much. We got a nice wide range green month here in November. And then it seemed like we just rested back to the moving average here last month in December. So this is, like I say, this is a nice possible 3-bar play. If you guys ever followed Jared Wesley, he talks about the 3-bar play a lot. But yeah, that looks pretty nice. It's not the first move. We did break out of a pivot high, put in a new high, nice wide range, strong green month closing. Came back, retested this pivot as well as bounced off of the 20 period on the monthly. So I would think that a move up higher is possible, definitely possible. Hopefully we don't pull back down. And hopefully we keep the trend moving up. Drilling down to the weekly. Last four weeks have been resting. Kind of like ACB chart. We got the 200 period moving average here on the weekly. And we got the 20 period coming close to it. I got an alert here at the 725 area. So that would be a nice entry area if it did decide to take out all these sellers from last week. That'll be a nice entry area to get in. Definitely, as far as a monthly idea is concerned, if it gets over this $9 area, big alert there. So that's like I say, big money taking out all of those. Pretty much all of last month's getting taken out. So you're definitely gonna need some good volume to do that. We did get a nice little bit of volume last month. So we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, this is one of the cannabis stocks. So yeah, first alert 725. See we had any pre-market, post-market activity. I just kind of rested. So yeah, so the trend still look like it's pretty down. Nothing too spectacular going on the 60. We just put them alerts in just in case it gaps. You know, we may be day trading, not have time to watch it, or we may be, going to work or something and don't have time to watch it. That way these alerts come in handy. But yeah, we're under the 20 period, so definitely been getting some rest in. Pulling close to this 50 period on the daily. We're gonna see if we can get a nice bounce in this area. Like I say, 4 weeks resting straight. So hopefully the 5th week we get bullish. Let's see what's the R&R on this one. So the high is 722, the close is 692. That's what, like a 30-cent stop. So if you want to take this as a weekly idea, that would be a 30-cent stop. Put a stop limit order up here at 725 area. And put your stop loss right at about 690. That'll give you a good R&R on the weekly. Looking at that for a weekly swing trade idea. But I think that's it with APHA. Hope I'm saying it right. But yep, higher high. Hopefully this is the low. Coming back to this 650 area as well. Had what, 1, 2, 3 rejections here. I guess that would be like a triple top. Like I said, we had a spike here, got rejection here, broke out here, slightly got rejected, bulls pushed it on up, a big volume here, trend change, came rested, came back. It actually touched this area here. So like I say, hopefully we get bullish on Monday, and we'll see if we get any early volume on this on the watch list. See if we get any signals to maybe get in, do an intraday position or anything on this to get started. We're gonna definitely see. Next idea is AR, Hero Resources Corp. We're at 27 minutes. This is gonna be a long video, guys. So yeah. The monthly is good. Like I say, nice consolidation here. Got rejected by the 20 period twice. Got over that 20 period, made a nice new high. The only concern is that this is the 3rd month up. But like I said, it could still keep going. Just never know. Got a lot of recovering to do if we're, like I say, the previous high was $10. So definitely got a lot of room to make up for it if they are trying to move it back on up. Drilling down to the weekly. Pushed up real good for 3 weeks straight. Last week was kind of a resting week. So if you want to get a little bit more aggressive, you can put an alert here at the 575 area. That'll put it right above last week's high. And that'll give you what, another 30 cent stop if you want to swing trade it from here. It'll be 575 by 545. That'll give you a 30-cent stop. Put a stop limit order at the high of this bar and put your stop down here at the close of this bar to see if you can get a nice bullish push on it. What I do like about this one is we are comfortably over the 2050 and 200. A nice good space in between it. It isn't riding it too hard. So we're gonna see if we actually get another move up, or if we're gonna come back and rest. Maybe come back to this 475 area. We did put in some good volume the past 3 weeks, so we're gonna see if maybe we rest 1 more week before we make another move up higher, or we're gonna see. Like I said, we got that alert up there at the $6 area, and then we got an alert at 575 just in case the bulls want to get aggressive. Put in a nice good high. I still don't think that the trend is over. Like I said, we didn't put in any big volume. When you get that big volume, then that's normally a sign of a trend change. We haven't really gotten that yet. I still think the bulls are still have room to push this thing going up a little bit higher. So definitely keep an eye on this one. Next idea is AUY, Yamana Gold. Gold is looking good on a lot of charts. So I think gold is gonna make a good move this month. Starting with the monthly. Change positions around here. Arm is getting tired. So looking at the monthly, we got a nice uptrend going above the 20 and 50 period. That's good. Green, green, green. Then we got red, 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 red. So higher high, higher low. Bulls did step up in this $5 area. We are above the 20 period on the monthly. This could be a nice buy setup here. Drilling down to the weekly. You guys, you know, been following my channel. We got a nice red bar here to confirm the buy setup on the monthly. So like I say, over this red bar would confirm the buy setup. Got to put us in at $5.95. If you want to be super aggressive, you can put your stop right below this, right below the close of this red bar on the weekly. You want to be aggressive about it. That'll take us back over the 20 period on the weekly, send us back upward. The daily looks awesome. Got support from 20, 50, and 200 here. Over this area, look like it just look like it's screaming to break out. So we're gonna see what happens. Big volume here is a concern. I'm not sure if that was buyers holding that thing or sellers actually forcing that thing down. We're gonna definitely see what happens on Monday with that one. Let me drill down to the 60 and see if we have any ideas. So yeah, big volume here on green. On the support, short-term support here at 560, 564. Big volume there, so that's a good sign. It did pretty much sell off Friday. We're not gonna worry about that too much. Like I said, you're gonna have corrections all the time, so you know it can always sell off and it can come right back. Yeah, so basically my alert is basically at the top of this channel here. It's been kind of bouncing around in this channel. Got rejected down back here, got support here. It didn't break through that 200 period there, so hopefully that's some strength there. Huge volume down there too. Huge volume. At over 4 million volume down here. I think we got a move up coming. Definitely think it's a move up coming. Drilling back down, like I said, if you guys want to get in, like I say, both of these ideas are pretty much in sync, the weekly and the daily. Got this nice red resting bar. Bulls can take over in a major way. You know, give us a nice full green day. You don't have to worry about, you know, any type of resistance. It pretty much can just go. But I really like this idea, especially off the monthly idea. So anybody out here core trading it, if you was already in it down here in the 4s and the 3s and the 2s, 560, the 595 area would be definitely a good area to add back in. Well, I think that's it for AUY. I'm gonna go on to the next one. BRFS, some ADR stock. Looking at the monthly, we are under the 20 period and 50 period. Did get rejected by this 450 area for a second time. We did put in a higher low, slightly higher low. So basically what I'm hoping for this one is basically to get above this 450 area. Looking at the weekly, we've been kind of riding that 50, which is not good. But like I said, we did run up to it pretty strong. At 6 weeks straight, ran up to this 50 period, kind of been resting, riding on it. Put in a nice red resting week. So yeah, hopefully don't rest too hard. It dropped too low, it may sell off a little bit more. With this looking basically like a sell setup. We just didn't get a huge volume spike here. So basically looking for this to fail. We want this monthly sale setup to basically fail. So under this 420 area, it may drop back below and may pull back some more. Like I said, we did have a strong push up, so a pullback is definitely expected. We're gonna see. We did get over these moving averages though, so we are above the 20 and the 50. So we can get back above 440. I think we got room to get back up at least to the 590 area. That will be monthly resistance. We're good on the daily. We have no resistance up there. We do have a pivot high of 475 though. I wouldn't be too worried about that. That was basically the area we got rejected at on the 50. Nice, like I say, nice wide range green bar on the monthly. Basically took out 1, 2, 3 months. Basically took out all of 3 months selling. Had a nice strong run up. Put in this little red top and tail here, which you know, really not bad, with all things considered. Because like I said, it looks super strong. So at this point, it's just resting, trying to get over this period here. So I think that's a good idea. The daily, we are slightly dropping below the 20 period, but we're gonna see what the higher time frames want to do. So we do got all the moving averages up under it, so we're gonna see what the higher time frames want to do. But that's it for BRFS. We're at 36. Next idea is CNDT, Conduit Inc. Looking at the monthly, we did get rejected by the $5 area. This 20 period moving average on the monthly, which is a concern. But we have been strong here. Big volume here on the move up. Narrow range resting bar, then a slow grind up 3 months straight. Slightly rejected by the 20 period. Hoping we just go ahead and push on through it. Maybe get some big volume to push us on up through it. Maybe get back up to this $8 area. That's the idea for that one. Drilling down to the weekly. So you see the strength here, big volume up to the 50. Got rejected twice. Kind of rolled it down a little bit. Met up with the 20 period. 20 period kind of carried it on up. So maybe that's the caveat we need. But the last idea is that 20 period. We got to see what that 20 period is. But yeah, the 20 period basically moved it on up, pulled back, bounced, broke on through it, and rested for 3 weeks. So we had 3-week resting period, so that's good. That's what you want to see. So if you do decide to get in, we got a monthly high of 550, and we got last week's high of 505. So yeah, definitely if you want to get in, if you want to be more aggressive, you go ahead and get in at 5. That'll give you a 20-cent risk to reward. 5 by 480. It'll give you a 20-cent R&R. So basically 540 will be your your 2-to-1 target, or however long you want to hold this thing. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, like I said, I really like that. Like I said, we pushed up strong, green. Nice wide range bar here. With a nice volume spike. Not as much as that. Let me zoom in so you can get, yeah. Nice little volume spike here. 17 million plus. So that's trend change volume type. Like I say, with the move being so extended here. Then we got 3 resting weeks. Slightly low volume. Nice low volume here. Like I say, getting in over this $5 area if it does decide to turn bullish. Hopefully we get a nice move up on that one. Got a higher high as well. The low pull back. We do got a lot of top and tails here. No clear pivot. Like I said, we got rejected by the 50 period, but no clear pivot. Except for down here. But they all tested this 450 area, so yeah, we can call that a pivot. Tested it this week. Kind of got rejected this week. Hell, blasted off that week. So yeah. Nice area for it to bounce. Like I say, nice bottom and tail. Fire did step up down here. We're gonna see if we're gonna get a nice push up. Let's drill down to 60 minutes to see if we get any indicators on that one. Yeah, we did fall below all 3 on the 60 minute. Nice bullish push up here though. That would have been a nice nice pattern, but didn't move much, just kind of consolidated. We're gonna see if we get a trend change here. Let me see, pull back. Maybe it's transitioning. Like I said, if you get over this $5 area, as you see, you know, like my alerts, the moving averages and stuff, they all line up. I use the 20, the 50, and the 200 on all time frames. TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim just does it. You know, I set it for once, and then whatever chart you go in, that's what it is. If I went to the 5 minute, it'll give you the same. You can it basically helps you see the trend. As long as you're above the green line, you know the trend is up. Test it too much, you can see that it's kind of struggling. Yeah, it works on all time frames if you guys will want. But yep, that's the idea on CNDT. Like I say, monthly, higher high, higher low. Hopefully we keep on the trend, keep going with the 3 resting weeks. You know, hopefully the bulls step on up. Like I said, we get a nice wide range read like this one here. That'll be beautiful. Nice $2, $3 run. Oh, that'd be beautiful. Anywho, let's keep it going. Next idea is COTY, COTY. All right, starting with the monthly. Concern here is we are at the 20 period. We had a nice run all the way up to it. And like I said, we kind of rested here. Instead of us go ahead and breaking over that 200 and then resting on top of it, we're resting underneath it, which is kind of a concern. So just kind of be careful here. I got the pivot at the high of that bar, which is roughly 786. Just in case something happens and we get over that area. Drilling down to the weekly, I do like that it's kind of consolidating. That red, like I said, last month, that red money wasn't like a super huge pullback. It's kind of been consolidating. So that's good. Big volume to take us over the 50 period on the weekly. Kind of been resting here. If you want to get in aggressively, you can try this 736 area. If you want to get in over last week's high. This triggered before, but was that 3 weeks ago? But 2 weeks ago it actually triggered that previous week high. Had time to take some profits here. See that high was roughly 730. It ran to 773. You had roughly 40 cents worth of profit taken that you could have made off that one. So like I said, if you want to get back in over this area, hopefully for a move up higher or may consolidate a little more. Hopefully we don't drop down too much. Get this 20 period up there to go ahead and get us higher. So that's the idea on that one. Like I said, I got an alert at 740 and 790. Getting in above last week's high will be a little bit more aggressive if you want to kind of scalp it. But the ultimate target will be the 790 area. Just to help confirm it, we are resting, like I say, back to the 20 period. Like I say, we're gonna see if they want to push it up higher or if they want to continue to fall back down and rest more toward the 50 period. You drill down to the 60 and see if we have any activity. Okay, nice consolidation point here. So definitely, like I said, it could transition. We're gonna see if we shoot up. You want to get super aggressive, like I say, you can shoot for 720. You want to be super aggressive on a 60 minute just to get an entry. If not, that 740 area is still an area, like I say, to look at. Ran 5 weeks straight, kind of been going sideways. So you guys want to be super aggressive, you know, with the entry, maybe an intraday entry. All moving averages are lining up on the 60 minute. So definitely could be a nice trend change. We're gonna see on Monday. I think that's it for this one though. Another thing, just going backwards a little bit to the monthly. Change this real quick. With this being a wide range bar, which is good. We do have pivots here at 6. We have pivots here at 4. So if we want to go ahead and take out this $8 area, we definitely have room to run to 12 on the monthly chart. Just being optimistic. If not, This could be a sale setup, and we could actually fall back to this $6 area, maybe bounce in this area first. That's the expectation on that one. Next idea is CRK, Comstock Resources. This is kind of a gamble idea. As you see, the monthly basically looks like crap. Monthly basically looks like crap. This once was a $400 stock. Interesting. I just love these $10 and under stocks. This 450 area seems to be a nice bounce area for support. No matter where it goes, it seems to come back to this 450 area. I guess they're trying to keep from being a penny stock. So yeah, it's been bouncing this 450 area. So we got 2 red resting months here, just like here. So bulls did step up that month after. Anytime we done had 2 red resting months, except for here, bulls have stepped up. So we just kind of playing the odds on this one. We got 2 resting months. Bulls may step up. We just don't know when. That's the only thing. We don't know when they're gonna step up. They can step up instantly, or they can, it could take a few weeks for them to step up. So what we did, we drilled down to the weekly, and we found this nice little bitty little bottoming tail doji type setup. Anybody that follows me know I like getting in over these red bars. Even though the monthly's red, taking out 450 weekly, Monday would turn it, would basically start the month off green. Hopefully we don't have a huge body, huge tail on it. Hopefully we just go straight up. So if you want to get in 450 by 440, that'll give you a 10-cent stop. If you want to do it 430, that'll give you a 20-cent stop. You want to get in at this 450 area. Definitely got room to 5 at least. Normally when the bulls step in this area, that they do step up, they definitely push the stock up. This little narrow range bar is just so cute not to take. It's just too cute not to take. It's not all wild and crazy like a lot of these are. Like I said, maybe it was just because it was the end of the year. But that little bar that's too cute not to take. So I'll be definitely keeping an eye on this one. Pre-market to see if we have any movement. Daily looks like crap. So we're gonna see if a miracle happens on this one. Drill down to the 60, see if we have any activity. We do have a nice push, taking it back over. Well, it kind of contested this 50 period on the 60. We're gonna see if we get a nice little trend change. It don't take much. Like I said, nice volume here, pushing it up. 440 area, big volume, kind of just sold off. Bull stepped up at the end of the day. It was this nice bottom and tail for the week. I don't know if you got, I don't even like looking at the daily chart for some reason. I don't know, just the daily chart just don't do it for me. But yeah, so you can get in more aggressive at 445 if you want to do 5 cents off. Be a little bit more aggressive, get your R&R a little bit better. You can go over the high of this day, since it was a resting day. You guys know I always get in over the resting day. So yeah, definitely a nice idea if you guys are in CRK. Definitely a gamble on this one. The direction is clearly down on all time frames, but we are riding the support channel. So a bounce in this area is likely. It's more likely in this area than anywhere else. So, like I say, the R&R on this is great compared to the normal range of this stock. So like I say, the R&R, you can't beat it. Next idea, ENLC. I'm sorry. We're at 49. Starting with the monthly, let me drill down a little bit more. So this was another one that seemed like it got rejected by the 20 period. $4 area. Seems like it's holding it under that area as well. I do like the weekly. We are getting above the 20 and the 50 on the weekly. So that's a good sign. We do have uptrends on all lower time frames. Well, the daily and the weekly. Just got rejected by the monthly. So, we're hoping for a continuation on this red bar. Maybe we just gonna say end of the year selling. But we do have some consolidation here. They pretty much pushed up for 5 weeks straight here on the weekly. Then we had a nice wide range red day, red week, kind of rest, get this 20 period time to catch up, kind of consolidated 3 weeks. So, and then we got a nice resting week here, another red resting week. So over 4 is the target. It's the entry. If you want to get in at 4, make it a weekly swing, you can do 4 by 370. That'll give you a 30-cent stop. Or if you want to be more aggressive, you can do 390 by 370. That'll give you a 20-cent stop. That'll put you dead at the high of this red bar, but it won't put you at the pivot high for that month. Or not necessarily that month. The high of this green bar here was 405. So getting back over 405 would be ideal. But if you just want to get in at an even 4, like I said, that's good. Or 390 over this red bar would be good as well. Nice R&R on this one as well for the weekly. Like I say, 20 you can get close down to 20 cent, a 20-cent stop on it. Definitely not a bad idea. Definitely been resting on the daily. See, we fell up under the 20 period. Looking for it to bounce off this 50, drill down to the 60 and see if we got any indications. Kind of riding the 20 and the 50. Looks like it wanna go bullish on us for a little bit. Definitely have to get over it. Like I say, 390 is kind of aggressive. Because it technically wouldn't break it. But like I say, if it does break it, you will definitely get in early. But like I say, it's just a little bit more risky. So getting in at 4, it'll have a good break. Like I say, it won't just be a tap. We want to really get through this area, and not tap it, and then because 390 is still it's still a little early, so we may get in at 390, it run 3 cent, get rejected, and you'll be back down here to 380. So we want to really break through this area, possibly get to $3.95, $4 first. Then we can probably find an intraday entry on the pullback, or like I say, just get in those areas as well. If you're definitely gonna swing it, that definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. We had let me see, 53,000 at after market. I'm not sure if that was just the market makers closing out. Yeah, probably just the market makers closing out. Somebody bought 100 shares up here at 375. No big whoop on that. Yeah, market makers just closed this thing on out. If you want to keep an eye on the 30-minute, getting over the 380 area would be good on the 30. But I don't want to get too deep in the intraday. So let's back on up. I do intraday trading as well. I just don't record it. I'm gonna start recording it. I'm still trying to get my channel and stuff, built up and figure out my directions and stuff like that. So if you guys want to leave feedback, drop it down in the comment section. Good to go. I'm, I know it's a little late to say, but hey, I know my quality isn't the best. I just started doing this. I'm on a webcam. I might order some stuff. So once it come in, the quality will definitely get better for these. So yeah, I'm still kind of new at this recording / streaming type thing. So just bear with me, guys. But yep. As far as the monthly goes, like I said, we got a sale set up for me. So anything below 350, it may pull back maybe to $3. So just be careful in this area. We wanted to make a move up, and like I said, we got a nice resting week. So like I say, if we take out these sellers, we definitely got room to move higher, especially back to the 350 area. Maybe recontest the 20 period on the monthly. That's definitely an idea. No resistance here on the daily. No resistance here on the weekly. So like I said, we in good shape. It's just like I said, the higher time frames going to give you your resistance areas. So that's ENLC. Let's see. Next idea is ETRN. Equitrans Midstream Corp. Similar idea. It is in a downtrend, so we're gonna see. We did put in a higher low, so maybe we push through this area. We're gonna see. Nice green bar, red resting bar. Got rejected. Maybe this $10 area just kind of rejected it. Still contested. Pulled back for 2 red months. Nice green buy setup here. This buy setup triggered. The high was 872. It put in a high of 892. So it did trigger. We did put in a higher low and a higher high. Slightly higher high, but a higher high and a higher low. So we do have an uptrend. Definitely need to get over this $9 area. You're drilling down to the weekly. Like I said, the alert is set at 895. That's the high of last month. Last month was 892. I put it at 895. Drilling down to the weekly. Like I said, it's over this pivot. So you got green, 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 red, red, red. Like I say, if it gets back over $9, if it gets back to $9, we definitely will have a break over these moving averages. If not, it may continue to go lower. We'll see. We do have a nice bottoming tail here. If you want to get in super aggressive, you can at 825. That's super aggressive. And you right in the lion's den on this one. Like I say, you'll be battling it out with this one. So it might be a lot going on in that area. So definitely be careful. We got our alert at 895 for the trigger there. Drilling down to the daily, we did get a nice bounce off of the 50 period. Nice bull stepped up down here. We did fall up under the 20 and the 200. So we're going to see what direction we're going to go in. Drilling down to the 60. Look at that volume. Nice volume here on the push up. Huge volume. Where we at? Almost 4 million. Almost 4 million here. Taking us over the 50 and the 20. So we definitely could have a nice move up on this one. We can get over this. We can get over this 825 area. I wouldn't be mad. We definitely had to rest in. Like I said, we ran 4 weeks straight, rested for 2 weeks. Nice little volume spike here with a bottoming tail. So over 8 definitely seems solid. We closed to 804. So yeah, definitely gonna keep this thing above 8. So yeah, that's that idea. That'll give us a nice, pretty much like a resting week like this one here on the monthly. Like we had this wide range green month. Overtook out this previous month pivot. Had a resting month that kind of retested this $7 area. Nice shakeout here. Brought it back up and continued to put in higher highs and higher lows. Like I said, then decided to rest here. So we're looking for a similar move on this red bar here. So that's why we're looking to get in over or around this $9 area. Take out this pivot. Like I said, if you want to be super aggressive, get in a little sooner. Or you can get in, you can have an intraday entry. Just kind of be careful with your intraday entries and, your R&R on that one. But yeah, just be careful on that. But yeah, that's ETRN. Zoom back out to the daily. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Definitely got to clear this 850 area. So maybe we get a gap. If we get a nice gap over this 850 area, that'll be solid. We might take this thing right out the gate. If it give us a nice gap over 850, we'll take this right out the gate. Yep, take that right out the gate. That's ETRN. Next idea, GGAL, Grupo Financiero Galiciero. So this is definitely Spanish, I would assume. Spanish ADR, Chinese maybe. I don't know. Drilling down to the monthly, we are in a downtrend. We had a nice green push up here over this pivot here. We basically just like the last idea, putting in a nice red resting bar here. Instead of pushing up strong like this one here, sometimes we had that nice resting bar here. Just to see about direction. We can see it got rejected by the 50 period on the weekly. Nice support here at the 20. So we did get a nice bounce here on the weekly, but we still got rejected again. So we can get over 940. I think we'll be in business. Go down to the daily. Like I say, super aggressive if you want to get in over 9. You still have a lot of chop to get over first. We're right at the 200 period. Yep, right at the 200 and the 20 period. So that would be a nice entry over 9 if you want to intraday it. Looking at roughly a 25-cent stop on that. Give you 9 by 875. Like I said, they give you 25-cent stop. Your R&R put you at 950 for 2 to 1, or hold it however long you want to hold it. However your trading plan suggests you hold it. But yeah, definitely a nice idea on that. Like I said, over this red bar here, 4 days rest here on the daily. Got a nice push up, maybe 1 to 1 here. Didn't really break, depending on where your stop loss was. You would have had a nice R&R on that one. So looking for another move up on this one to kind of take out this so-called sales setup. Anything up under this, is but basically a sales setup. We want this sales setup to fail. We want it to move higher. So that's what we're shooting for. Another thing I like about it too, we had a green bar. The high of this green bar would constitute for the buy setup, the continuation for the uptrend. We had 2 resting days here. A little deeper than we would want them to be. Maybe 1 resting day, maybe sitting over 9, but it pulled back pretty deep. It's the end of the year. You can't, they don't all be perfect, but we are trying to analyze it to the point where we can find a good entry. So maybe take a partial lot at 9, maybe a little bit more at 940, so you can always take partials, add a little here, add a little there, and see where see if it gets you, there. But that's that idea on GGAL. I'm gonna drill down to the 60 minutes, see if we have any activity. Nothing really. Definitely need to get back over 9 because it put in a pivot here. It got rejected by the 200. Nice doji there, pretty much sold off. It looked like it wanted to run higher and got rejected, so it would have tagged in some people here. Definitely got rejected back down. We're gonna see what type of move we make. Get back over this area here. Next idea is GLUU. Pre-market activity here. Oh, just nothing major. 600 shares. So this would technically be a 3-bar play on the monthly. The only concern is it didn't break resistance here at this pivot over 10. It did get up to it. It didn't take it out. Like if it would have ran up to 11, maybe came back and rested on 10, would have been ideal. But we did run up to resistance, and like I said, we had a resting month last month. Nice pullback as well. It didn't fall back down to the previous pivot, so that could be a good sign. Hopefully it doesn't continue to trail down. We want this to be the end of the rest. We want to make another move higher over 10. The weekly makes it look even worse because we had a nice wide range red day that did it. So end of the year stuff, it's possible. Down 4 days straight on the daily. So bulls could definitely make an attempt to push this thing on up. Like I say, it's rested for 4 days straight. Like I said, last time it had a nice consecutive rest. We had a nice bull run back here, gap down, rested 5 days straight, bounced off the 200. Had a small run, could have made some profits, But like I say, the ball's in our court. 4 resting days on the daily. Nice wide range red week. Definitely an opportunity to get in if you want to get in super aggressive over the daily. You can get in at 925. That's the previous day's high. So like I say, if you want to get super aggressive, just know you got the 20 period. You got to battle it out with. So it may be a little chop there. So just be careful in that area. I do like it fell kind of back to this pivot. We have basically, this would be considered a double bottom. Like I say, 1 week came up to this resistance area, which if you look at the weekly, it actually broke above this 850. So we wanted it to break above. So it kind of ran up to this resistance area. That's the only concern. But we're gonna see how it goes. We do have the moving averages in our favor for this idea. Ran up to 9, gave us a little resting week, retested this prior pivot, bounced, had some good support here, pushed on through it, came back, retested it here, had a nice bounce, Then like I say, pushed back up to 10, got rejected again, came back to hopefully support. Like I said, we got the 50 period and the 200 up under us, so we're good here. Hopefully we have a nice run next week, get us over that $10 area. Maybe start the month off strong. Don't look back. Drill down here on the 60, see if we got any ideas on that. Excuse me. Okay, we already saw that one then. So yeah, definitely need some strong volume to get us up. Wouldn't take much. Once the morning start, getting over 940 would be good. Like I said, hopefully we grind back up, get back to that area. We haven't put in a new low, so that's good overall, overall. So we're gonna definitely see. Like I said, we're bouncing off support, so hopefully it holds and we can continue to track a little bit higher on this one. We do have 200 period support on the 4 hour. So that's good. That's definitely good. All these time frames, you don't see it on the 5 minute. You gotta drill down. You want to know how far something can fall. You definitely can go to a higher time frame and find it. Yeah, we definitely got some support here. So if we hold 9, we definitely can make a move up. So we definitely keep an eye on this one. And I just just click daily. But yeah, like I say, 4 days straight rest. Bulls definitely have an opportunity to step up, so definitely keep your eye on GLUU Mobile. Next idea, HL. I appreciate y'all hanging. If you guys have hung with me this far, I sure appreciate it. Starting with the monthly HL, Heckler Mining Company. Pretty much ran up to the prior pivot, 680 area. So we're gonna see if we're gonna actually get a push up higher. We do have a concern. We haven't rested. We got 3 weeks with the bulls in control, so we may get some rest before we move up. We're gonna see, but we don't have to. We can continue to push. We don't have any volume here to end us. The last volume spot we had, we didn't sell off. The bulls pretty much held it strong. We're gonna see if we continue to push up a little bit more. We drilling down to the daily. We got a nice little pattern here. Nice wide range green bar taking out both of those pivots. And we got a nice little resting bar here. So 670 by 650. That'll give you a 20-cent stop. You want to intraday swing it. Like I said, it'll give you 20-cent stop. Entry 670. Stop at 650 area. That's like I said, that's a daily idea, so be careful on that one. But yeah, if it gets above that, I think it definitely has room to move. Put in a new high. Maybe after that high, then it'll probably sell off a little bit. That's the expectation on that one. Definitely kept the wheat green on this one too. So yeah, nice, definitely a nice move on that one. We putting in new highs. So that's the objective, putting in new highs. Hopefully we can get, let me see here, 5, or maybe $2. So maybe the 9. Maybe we can get the 9. Maybe we can stretch up to 9 before we pull back. Just an idea. Just thinking out loud. But we do have to, these narrow range dojis could be considered rest. Like I said, you got, I guess, a little rest here, but seeing the red is a definite sign of rest. Buyers aren't, the buying pressure isn't that, strong. Give it a chance. But we do got support from the moving averages, sitting right on the 200 on the monthly, which is awesome. Like I said, got 50 and 200 period down below. That's beautiful. Over the 20, 50, and 200 on the weekly. Over all 3 on the daily. So definitely a nice idea over 670. We're going to see what happens on Monday. Next idea is Harmony Gold, HMY. Most of the gold is going to give you the same pattern. So if you guys are in any one of these, they pretty much going to give you all the same pattern. So the monthly, like I say, you had a nice run up, nice wide range green bar at support, taking out all the sellers over here, putting in a nice resting month. Then went bullish, putting a nice new high up here at 761. Then continued to sell off 4 months straight of rest. Bulls did step back in. We got a moving average here at 4. So that's good. We're over the 50 and the 20. Like I said, we just have that 200 period to worry about. So I got my alert set at 495. If we drill down to the weekly, we can see we got support here at the 50 period. It's been kind of holding that strong, pushed over, kind of rested. Like I said, over this 495, $5 area will be good entry. Put your stop down here at maybe 470, 465, 470. That'll give you roughly with 30, 40 cent stop. And you can take it from there. Definitely need to get back over the 20 period though. So that would definitely be the first area you'd be kind of cautious around. Drilling down to the daily, all the moving averages are converging. So at this point, we're either gonna see a move higher or a move lower, you know. So we're either gonna get triggered or we're not. So you know that's basically the name of the game. So yep, definitely got some good support here. 50, 200, and 20 period all look good. So I definitely think we can get over 5. We got a buy set up here. So we're gonna see if we trigger, and like I said, we'll be holding gold for a little while. Drilling down to the 60-minute. A nice little chop here. Bouncing off the 200 period. So looking for a little move up higher. Last time we bounced, we did get a nice bullish run. We're gonna see if we can actually get a trend going. So you know, we don't want to run, we want a trend. So that way we can actually put in higher highs, bounce, higher highs, bounce, keep going up. That's the goal for that one. Next idea is LADR, Ladder Capital Corp. This one here is kind of just a continuation move. Nice consolidation on the daily. That's why I like it. Starting with the monthly though. We are under the 20 period and 50 period. It seemed like sold off pretty good around when Corona hit. Sold off big time. So just getting, just grinding back up to where we was before. The reason I like this, we got a higher high, higher low on the monthly. Then we kind of consolidated over this 50 period. We still have time for this 20 period to fully catch up with us. We still got to, it's still a little ways away. We could get a nice push off the gate. We'll see. I don't think this will move that fast. I don't think it's that volatile. But if you guys are in this particular stock, getting in over the 10.05 area would be ideal. Or you can just make it $10 even. Put your stop loss at 9.75. That'll give you 25 cent stop on that one. We'll see if it, like I say, the 20 period's almost up there. Maybe it can, give you a nice run. Definitely no big volume here on the monthly, so definitely still has time to trend up a little bit more. So once you start seeing them volume spikes, then start thinking about selling. Unless you guys just want to hold it, but if you're looking just to take profits, protect your profits, then see that volume spike, kind of beware. But yeah, that's LADR. The daily looks good. Kind of just created this channel here over 10. 950 kind of been a good area to kind of bounce off of. Except for here, broke below it. But like I said, we continue to bounce in this 950 area. Hopefully that holds and we get over this $10 area. I'll make a nice start ascending up a little bit more. Definitely like that one. If we got any activity on the 60. Just kind of looks bland. No huge patterns on these some of these stocks here. Next idea is MBIO. This was a viewer idea that we just kind of been keeping an eye on. It definitely looks ripe for a move up higher. We had a nice shakeout here. This bar was completely red. Then, like I say, buyers pushed it back up. It was a nice resting week here. Last week was a nice resting week. So this could be a nice opportunity to buy over 430. Want to buy over that red resting bar. Put your stop down here at maybe 380. Give you 20 cent. Oh, I'm sorry, 50 cent. Give you a 50 cent stop on that. Like I said, I like the monthly over that. 430 by 380. That'll be a good monthly idea. The buyers definitely stepped up, put in a nice red resting week. We are above the 20 period on the monthly. So move up higher definitely is due. Maybe we get back up to 10. Definitely keep an eye on this one. This was, like I say, this was a viewer idea. We saw it back when it made this move here. We was talking about getting in over this 330 area. Like I say, within this channel, buyers were down here. This 250 area, so with them stepping up, been a good area to buy. Basically a buy setup here. Nice little push into the that previous week's red bar. A nice move up here. Like I said, came back rest, gave you, like, you know, roughly a 50-cent range on this. Definitely getting in over 430 for a move up higher. Daily looks good, weekly looks good, monthly looks good, everything looks good. Mustang Bio Inc. Yep, be looking for this one in the pre-market to see if we get any ideas. Go ahead and start putting orders in, you know, see whatever starts, you know, whatever volume comes in, that's when the orders start going in. We go ahead and put them orders in. For the ones we think is gonna trigger, you know, trigger Monday. That'd be great. Let me drill down and see if we got any. Nope, kind of just been resting up under this 50. Can easily get back over that. Can easily get back over that 50. Volume has been just little to none. I definitely think we got to move up higher coming on this one. So like I said, you got the nice grind up. They kind of tested the 20 period twice, kind of fell below, rested a little bit. Got a 200 here for support, so we shouldn't drop below this 340 area. Shouldn't drop down that low. I think we're gonna push up over 4, continue to push this thing on up. Big volume on this one. So come Monday, we'll know if this is actually selling volume or buying volume. By the looks of it, it looks like buying volume. You had 27 million to sell off. Then you had another 50 million to buy them back. So definitely some big volume here. Nice resting week. Only 11 million traded last week. So nice, good resting week here. Definitely would definitely add over 430. We be mindful of these pivots here. As far as resistance goes, not seeing any. Like I said, we ran all the way to 10 at one point. Been resting for a while, so yeah. Yeah, I think it's about time for this one to take off. Got 100 million shares. 100 million shares in December. Yeah, I think it's time for this one to take off. 430. We'll look out for it. Next idea, MRO. Marathon Oil Company. Poor little Marathon. Poor little Tink. It's almost 12 o'clock. 23. Yep, almost 12 o'clock. Better get this video done. Okay, for the monthly, let's see here. We do got to push up higher over previous pivot. And then a continuation. Higher high, higher low. We do have the 20 period on the monthly. That's a concern. We did get over this $6 area, which got rejected before. So we did get over this $6 area. So that's good. Drilling down to the weekly. I got an alert over this red resting week at 685. So that would be a good area to look out for. Still got a little time to rest. I'm not sure the 20 period is going to get up to this 50 period first before it decides to want to move. If we want to go ahead and start trotting up, we are beginning to rest on the daily as well, resting up on the 20 period. So we're going to see if we're going to make a move up higher. Like I said, this is a continuation move. Haven't really had a resting month yet. So like I said, we just got a nice uptrend going. Let me drill down on the 60 and see if we have anything going on. At 31,000 shares. at 50,000 shares here at the close. That's interesting. So definitely keep an eye over this 685 area, because that's a lot of shares. Kind of just consolidated here too. We got 50,000 shares traded, pushing it over that 50 period. So we're gonna see if we get a trend change on this one. Nice resting week, a higher low. This week got a higher low. Monthly looks good, so like I said, we look for that continuation. You can start here. You can probably add up here at 750. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out on this one. MRO. Next idea is NRZ, new residents. I think this is an investment stock. Drill down to daily back up. All right, monthly looks good. We're nearing the 20 period. Push up, kind of consolidated in an $8 area. Pushed up a little bit to 10. Another narrow range week. Look like it's kind of consolidating on the weekly. We drill down. Just getting over this 50. Got the 20 period coming up. We do have an idea over this 1030 area. That'll basically trigger the last month's high. And that can definitely be an idea as far as a swing trade. 1030 by 990, that'll give you 40 cents. Roughly 40 cents if you put your stop at 990. Getting in over 1030 is the idea. Make a move up higher on this one. Resting on this area. So yeah, this was previous pivot here. Kind of resting on it. Gotten over this 20 and this 50. So yeah, definitely a nice idea. Like I say, the bulls. This one's not even pulling below the 20 period. It's kind of sitting on it, kind of resting on it. Not really giving it much play. 5,000 shares. Yeah, probably about 10,000 shares after hours. So that's interesting. 4 hour look good. So we get back over 10. Yep, everything looks good on this one. The only thing we gotta do Monday is just wait on it to trigger. Next idea is PBI, Pitney Bowes. Starting with the monthly, man, nice push up over the 20. Big volume here. Resting month here. Top and tail, huge top and tail here. Got rejected big time here. This was because of I'm guessing the 200 period. Yep, 200 period on the weekly. They got rejected there. Didn't quite get to the 50 period here. So yeah, 200 period got rejected big time. Brought it back down to the 20. Nice little bounce. Pull, broke through it, pushed back up, slightly bullish. Closed the month green. The lows are relatively equal, a little bit higher here. But we did get in a nice higher high. So getting back over this 660 area is what we're looking for. I really like the daily. We got a nice, this would be considered a 4-bar play. You got your wide range green bar taking out that 50 period. Do have a nice little pivot up here as well. Kind of rested for 2 weeks. 2 days. So definitely a move over 650. The R&R, do 640. 40 cent. Definitely would like a red bar. So yeah, 640. If it get to 640, I probably would put my stop down here at maybe 615. 615, 620. Close for this bar is 617. So yeah, me personally, I probably would do 640 by 620. Give you 20 cent stop on that one. But it got to trigger that 660 area. If it doesn't trigger that 660 area, we probably gonna have a nice little pullback. Definitely be aware of that. We do got some big volume on last week as well. Okay, that's because of the wide range day. I was just looking at the weekly. They had the big volume here on the weekly. So yeah, we had a nice wide range day. We had the 2 resting days. yeah, definitely a nice idea moving above this area here, the 660 area. Definitely be mindful. You can get a little bit more aggressive and get in at 650. You just like that area. If you want to add in that area, just be mindful of the 200 period on the weekly. It was rejected once before. So as far as moving up, definitely that's the area just to keep your eye on. We don't want it falling back below this 20 period. It's already curving. Yeah, we definitely want this to go ahead and kind of bounce twice, 3 times here at 5. Yeah, we want the bulls to go ahead and get aggressive with this one. Nice run here too. Nice run, nice wide range run here. 4 days straight. Nice, nice, nice. That's the idea on PBI. See what the 60-minute look like. 60-minute looks great. We bounce off 6. We should be good to go. We should be good to go. I think we got to move up higher on this one. Stay tuned. Next idea is SAND. We're almost at the end of the list. If you guys are hanging with me for this long, I definitely appreciate it. I know it's a long video. I'm doing this late at night, so I'm kind of sleepy myself, but I ain't put out a video in like 2 or 3 days, so I definitely want to provide some content. I want to be consistent. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you don't fall asleep. Like I said, I'm gonna have my timestamps in the description or in the comments, so that way you guys will be able to go ahead and get to your particular stock. Next idea is Sand Gold. This is another gold company, Sandstorm Gold Limited Company. I really like the monthly. Put in a nice little move up. Like the Corona. Yeah, this is kind of a Corona bounce. Came back, pulled all the way back here, bounced off to 50, put in a new high, came back and resting on this 20 period area. I like it over this 780 area. Like I said, 5 resting months, red months. So once the bulls step up, hopefully they step all the way up. Like I say, resting, we got a narrow range here, got low volume here. So over 780 definitely looks good. Drilling down to the weekly, we have fell below the 50 and the 20 on the weekly, so that is a concern. If you, like I say, 780 is the area. I wouldn't stray away from that area. You do got, like I said, a lot of resistance here. Like I said, you got the 50 and the 20 here to fight with, so we don't know if this thing's actually bull's actually gonna step up and take it higher, or if it's gonna actually fall. Another bad is, we're under all 3 on the daily. So definitely been oh yeah, well, we've been in the downtrend. So yeah, so we've been in the downtrend. That's why we're under every freaking thing. So hopefully, like I say, the bulls step up and get us back over this area, and we can continue to make a bullish push up. Like I said, we got the 20 period here for support. Weekly support isn't down to 5. Yeah, so yeah. So the 200 on the weekly is basically the 50 period on the monthly, basically. So yeah, it all pretty much, you pretty much can look at everything on a one time frame and kind of know where all your spots at, but I just like to have it all the ways up. Excuse me. So maybe we get a gap up on gold, get us over this 8, and we move from there. But yeah, my area is 780 to look out for. Let's drill down to the 60 and see if we see anything. Yeah, nothing too special going on here. Oh shit, nothing major. Nothing major on that. But yeah, that's the idea on sand. Been consolidating on the 7 area too, so that's good. Yeah, it ain't really just been dropping low. It basically just kind of narrowed out. That's why I like it. We didn't put in a new low last month. Put in an equal low in this area. Drilling on down. SVM, silver quart metals. I picked a lot of metals. So basically about the same pattern as the gold. Nice run up. Rested for 3 months. We got a nice bullish push here. Just like I think it was AUY that had that idea similar to this one. Nice bounce off this pivot area at the $6 area. Nice bounce off the pivot. Pretty much higher high bouncing off the pivot. Got the 200 here bouncing off that as well. 20 period and 50 period up under. Beautiful play on metal. So metal definitely probably make a move this year. I'm not sure how much of a move, but I think it's definitely a move higher. Weekly looks good. No resting for the past 3 weeks. Well, I guess this is resting really. I mean, it's narrow range dojis here, so no real, no real bullish pressure, to the max, and it didn't fill it up. So, it could be rest. But yeah, we've definitely been resting. Like I said, we got red months, and we got, like I say, last month we finished green. So like I say, fire stepped up here, so we're just looking for a move up higher. We're getting over this 690 area. Nice little play here on the daily over 690. Got a green week, so this would constitute a buy setup in a way. It would trigger. And 3 bars up really wouldn't be technically a buy setup. The monthly would be the buy setup. So the monthly buy setup would trigger at 6. Red, green, and then over that would actually trigger. But like I said, we got a nice little red takeout bar here over the same area. So like I say, it works on all times frames. So if you want to do 690 by 670, they'll give you a 20-cent stop on that one. Right over this 50 period, so that's good. 20 periods below, 200s below. Like I said, that'll be a good move up. Definitely been resting down here. Like I said, got bullish here last month. So definitely move higher, I think, is in order for basically all metal. Yeah, that's idea on that one. The higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Moving averages are lining up. So definitely like this idea. Next idea is TLRY. This is another cannabis company, TLRY. Definitely in a downtrend up under the 20 period. We did get rejected by the $10 area twice. I do have an alert up here at the $10 area, and then I have an alert over last week's high, which was 880, but I just put it at 9 because we have this 50 period that's battling with, so I don't want 880 to trigger, but we don't make it to 9. So I definitely wanted to get to 9. We definitely been riding this 50 period for a while. We wanted to get out of this area. Us having that resting week, doji week, big volume to push us up. We didn't fall below the big volume week, so that's good. I'm referring to this week here, the 12-14 week. The low of that week was 716. Like I said, we haven't fallen below that week yet. That was our last big volume spike on the week. So like I said, we can get over this $9 area. I think we got room to run higher. Taking out the $10 area would get us over on last month's pivot high. So that will be another target area as well. You can also see it on the daily. It gapped up to this area, gave us oh, I don't know what that was. I'm just sleepy. Gave us a new high up there at 10. Like I said, and then pretty much just kind of just sold off. Definitely a beautiful gap up for anybody that got in down here, or you've been in or whatever. But yeah, definitely a nice gap up. Pretty much sold off. That's what it does. Let me see. That was the green week. So yeah, basically putting a new high. So I'm not sure if any of you guys watching this, do intraday trading, but a lot of these things I take in consideration whenever I read a gap. So you got gaps that do stuff like this. It helps you to kind of just read and see what's going on. I don't really have much else to say. So I'm just sleeping. Oh man, but yeah, just reading gaps and seeing what type of then if you expect the gap to actually to run or actually to pull back. A lot of these gaps will be like that. This one kind of bounced up into resistance a little bit on this $10 area. If you looked at the monthly, you could see that this area was a big area for it to get rejected in. And I think on this one, I think the month was already red. That took it back green, got rejected back down. So yeah, probably just got rejected by this 50. Just like this one here, I ran all the way up to 12 and came all the way back down to under 10. Gapped up to 12. Oh yeah, that was that. Okay, that was that day. Okay, yeah, got up to 12, got rejected. Then we're gonna see. You know, I'm very interested to see what cannabis is gonna do. So definitely keep an eye on it. Like I say, first entry or idea is at 9, and then another one at 10. See what it does. That's TLRY. I think this one got the news about the merger and it to be EBT positive. See, we're gonna see what happens. ACB still my baby, so we're gonna see if we're gonna see what works out. Yeah, nice volume here. I'm not sure if this is normal for TLRY. After hours, 15, 20,000, 20,000. Like 60,000 shares traded after hours. I'm not sure if that's normal. I don't really trade TLRY too much. I've traded ACB a million times. Yeah, we're gonna see. Under all three moving averages, so getting back over 870 is definitely a first priority, and then like I say, well, really 880, getting over this pivot high, and then we'll see from there. So that's TLRY, TLRY. Next idea, TV, Grupo Televisa. Drilling down to the monthly, we got the 20 period, slight rejection here. We didn't reject last month. Kind of dojied out a little bit, so we're gonna see if we're gonna make a move up higher on this one. I just really like this one for a continuation. Like I said, just got an alert here at 880 area. We do got a nice little breakout here. We probably retest this 810 area first. So we might get a pull back to 810 first, and then maybe move higher if you guys want to take this 850 high. But it's definitely like I said, be a nice buy setup over 850. As far as the weekly goes, I think we might get a small pullback to the 810 area first, and then maybe a move up higher over 850. That's the idea on that one. We do have a pivot high over 880, and like I say, that will take us. Maybe that'll change the trend. We get some nice volume pushes up. Have room to 10. I mean 12. That's the previous pivot. On the monthly is 12. Probably not gonna move up that high, but you never know. Never know. Daily looks good as far as moving averages. We are sitting on top of the 20 on the daily. If you want to be more aggressive, you can get in at 835 by 825. That'll give you a 10-cent stop. You want to get in there over this red bar. But just know that the pivot high is 850. We get over 835 and don't get to 850, and you know, we come all the way back, I probably would get out. Just be mindful of that. I think that's it for this one. Simple idea on this. Next one is TWO, Two Harbors Investment Corp. This one has a similar idea, just a continuation. A narrow range resting month here. We are getting rejected by the 50 period on the weekly, so that is a concern. So we're just looking to see if it gets over 680. That'll pretty much break this pivot high, get over this 50 period. That's the approach we're taking on that one. We are bouncing off the 50 period right now. We're under the 20 period. Like I said, we gotta have to get back above that 20 period here. Nice consolidation here and pullback. Maybe getting some people out, triggering some stop losses off of this consolidation here. Maybe the market maybe push this thing back up. Drill down to the 60. clicking buttons and stuff. 60's basically been resting. Nothing. So we got to get over this 650 area to begin. Like I say, putting an order there. We don't have a resting down the daily. But we do, if we do trigger this week, definitely a pullback probably be in order as well on the daily. If we run straight up, if we run straight up here, if we run straight up to 680, you know, from here we definitely gonna get a deep pullback, maybe to the 650 area. So just kind of be wary of that. I got an alert set, so once it triggers, I like to see what it does. If it runs straight up and trigger, I'm gonna wait for the pullback. If it runs up, pulls back, then do it, then I may actually go ahead and put my order in and just get in once it breaks. Cause like I say, running all the way up without rest, you're gonna definitely have a deep pullback. And I don't like being on the bad side of a trade, so I like to just see green in my P&L. That's that idea. Like I say, it has a nice little clean top here on the weekly that I like. That's the idea on TWO. This was another viewer idea, was VIRI Therapeutics. This is a new IPO. First money in. Very bearish. Nothing really bullish about it. Had, you know, green day here and there. Nothing real major. Let me see if I can make it look a little bit better. That looks a little. You know, IPO launch. You know, of course, it's always green. Never buy on the first day. Just wait. Just wait. Did all that, gap down. Gap down $3. Failed completely. Fail. We did get in at 9.75. It ran pretty much $1. We took profits. Got back out and pretty much sold off some more. I'm pretty sure everybody that was in over here, a lot of them probably sold over here. So, like I said, trending down. No real volume spikes or anything. Narrow range green bar, nothing exciting about that. It didn't, like, if it would have ran over here, ran up to 925, then this green bar would have been of some relevance, but it didn't. Narrow range red bar, pretty much breaking below this 920 area because it couldn't close above 920. Then it just gave up, gap down, under 8. Couldn't hold 920, but couldn't hold 8. Couldn't hold 820. Gap down below 8. Got rejected by 820. Now we're down here to 750 area. Nothing exciting about this. Over 815 is the high of the previous day, but I wouldn't be concerned until we get some weekly money, some weekly, you know, attention. That gets us back over this 925 area on the weekly. I still think we got maybe another resting week to go. Maybe something more narrow range. Maybe something like so range like this. This is basically $2, so you want something a little less than that. Yeah, we're definitely waiting on this one. Got a order here 925. Definitely expected to kind of shed down some more. This was a viewer idea. Monthly looks terrible. So if we was to get a turnaround month, we're probably gonna go even lower, put in a nice bottom and tail, and then push back up. But they got to find support. We're looking for support right now. Once we find it, it'll definitely start looking a lot better. Like I said, we get a nice pullback maybe in the 7s and then push it back up green, then that'll look beautiful on the weekly, and then that'll let me know that, you know, real money is actually trying to push it up instead of it, you know, them 1 or 2 little green days. You know, they're just, you know, just some accumulation. Nothing major. I wouldn't get too excited about that, especially with the higher time frames looking like this. You're inside of this. Like I say, that's why I sold as soon as we had that pop. Like I said, it pretty much ran $1, but we were still inside this red month. So because we were still inside this red month, I sold because I had nothing to justify. I think the week was still red too. So yeah, it wasn't worth holding at that point, so I just took profits and got out. Yeah, just be mindful on VIRI. Don't get too aggressive. You had these little green days here, but you know, you want to see some big volume. Keep it out on the level 2. I know sometimes with stocks like these, you may have a nice order in here at level 2, which may be an indication that a lot's going about to, you know, a lot's about to happen. Just be kind of careful. The range on this is scary. Like I say, it's oof. Range, let me see, $2 here, $2 here, $6 when they open. On a daily basis, 75 cents, 90 cents, $1.20, $1.13. So yeah, nice range. Like I say, it's definitely some nice room to make money on it. Just kind of got to be careful. Under all moving averages. Oh, nice volume spike here. Oh, 480 shares. Not much. Nothing to get excited about. Maybe with 6,000 post market. And exciting. Let me see. Back over 8. High is 815. So the previous high of with Thursday was 815. Over 815 could be a nice little move. That would start the month off green, so that would be good. We open up at 750, push up to 815. That'll be a good look. That'll definitely we'll definitely have a green week. That'll definitely start the week off green. So definitely looking to get in Monday if we do have some bullish pushing. So that'll be the first idea. You know, maybe getting over the 815 area. You know, put a stop down here at the 750 area. But we really want a nice tail. Well, you know, I prefer a nice tail on it. But be mindful. So yeah, we could have a nice bullish push. Timing, we just don't know when. That's the only thing. We just don't know when. Real low volume, so it wouldn't take much to push it up once the volume comes in. So just kind of keep an eye out for this. Yeah, again, got the order market 925 right now, and then once we see how the week start, we'll adjust our strategy as the week goes. Next idea is VLY, Valley National Bank Corp. This one here is kind of extended. Looking at it, we did get over the 20 period. We are 3 months up, which, you know, isn't bad. If we want to keep going higher, we can. Weekly has a nice consolidation. We basically consolidated all month. Monthly still closed green. We just got these red dojis here just kind of resting. We do have this 200 period up here, which is kind of a concern. I'm not sure if we just can't get up that high or what. I do have a order, an alert set at 1010, just to take out the previous high of last month. Like I said, if it's gonna have a continuation, we do have a lot of resistance ahead in this 1060 area. We got the 50 period, 200 period there. There's definitely an area to be concerned about. We're resting on the 20 period, so I'm not sure if this move is over or not. We're gonna find out Monday. 20 period is a little far away. We are crossing the 50 period on the moving average, so that's good. We're gonna see what Monday holds on this one. We just got these moving averages to deal with, really. Then on top of this prior pivot, so that's good. Drill down. Daily's just been resting. A 60-minute, we're over all time frame, so that's good. So over 980 if you want to be aggressive. With 990 will take out the previous week's high. We have no red on the daily, so I wouldn't take an intraday entry. I would take a weekly pivot entry. We wanted to get over 1010. If you want to get in a little early, you can get in at 990 by 975. That'll give you roughly a 15-cent stop on that one, or you can just make it 970, give you a even 20-cent stop, just to give it room to kind of move around. But just know on the daily, we do not have a resting day, so if we do run up, just expect to pull back and rest. Yeah, just be mindful of that. I do like it, like I say, as a continuation move. This would be our 4th month up. We have been running green for 3 months. So just kind of be mindful of that. A lot of red dojis here, a lot of resting here. So yeah, definitely a nice idea. Trying to go ahead and finish up. Next idea is WPX. It's an energy company. This would be another continuation. Concern is the 20 period on the monthly. Prior pivot as well. Nice run up here over the 50 period and the 20 period on the weekly. Nice resting, 2 resting bars, kind of gap down. I believe probably gap down with the market this week. But then continue to put in a higher high that following week. So this is an interesting idea as well. I got an alert set for 840. That'll take me over the pivot high. Also, we have a resting day on the daily. So this would be a buyable buy setup for me over this pivot just because of the resting day here. You will have roughly a 25-cent stop. Yes, 25-cent stop. So 840 by 815 would be an entry. Nice intraday entry here. That'll take us, that'll pretty much push us off of the 20 period. Definitely like this. Definitely like this as an intraday idea. Like I say, 840 by 815, give you 25 cents. Definitely like that. Be mindful of the high 862. We definitely need to get over that area because that's the 20 period. So yeah, definitely we want to get over that area. So yeah, definitely just keep an eye on that area. That's that idea on WPX. Over the 20, 50, and 200 period on the daily, over the 20 and the 50 on the weekly. We are contesting the 20 period on the month. Last and final idea is YPF, Sociedad Amania. I don't know what that means. This one is in the downtrend. It actually pulled back pretty deep, so we're gonna see if we get a correction or if we're just gonna continue to fall. What did I like about this one so much? Put in the red month here. We triggered the high of that month, pull back. I got an alert to get us back over this pivot high of 565. That was the high of the month. We are bouncing on the 20. We haven't bounced yet, but we are at the 20 period on the weekly. Excuse me. Just broke below the 200 period on the daily, and we are contesting the 50 period on the daily as well. I hate that it broke it. That's sometimes they break it. That's just what it happens. Hopefully we get a nice bounce. So that's what we're looking for on this one. Like I said, the pivot high is 565. If you want to get in early, you could get in over 510 by 470. That'll give you 40 cents for your range, for your stop loss. But like I said, this was in a downtrend. So like I said, with a strong push up here, had a nice higher high back to this one. This one here failed. It didn't, bounce up. It pretty much fell down below the 20. So we're gonna see if this one actually bounces up higher or if it actually fails. Like I said, it looks like it want to fail, but we're gonna see. We're gonna keep our alert on it, keep an eye on it throughout the week, and see if we want to keep it on the watch list or if we want to go ahead and take it off. 60 minute looks terrible, so yeah. We'll see. Like I said, triggered in and kind of rejected. Still got room to fall to 4. This was the previous pivot. Normally when you break out of these pivots, you're supposed to come back and retest them. This one didn't retest it. It kind of lingered. We're gonna see if it comes back to 4. By then we'll check on it by whenever that time comes. Right now we're just looking for it to get over this 565 area, maybe over 510. If it doesn't, we'll just go ahead and take it off the list. But appreciate you guys for stopping by on this video. My selection today was a little skewed because I don't have any direct ooh, my voice is leaving. I don't have any direction to go in because the month hasn't started. Normally I base my trades off, whether we're in the green month, green week type stuff. So I'm really gauging a lot of these ideas based on what happened last month. Because we don't have any new data for this month. So, that's why a lot of these ideas are kind of a lot out the norm. But you know, just something to go into the month, you know, have something to keep an eye on. If you guys are already a part of these companies or already trading these companies, hopefully this video gave you some insight on maybe it's a direction of the stock, maybe, you know, that the stock may go in, or maybe some ideas to, you know, add in or subtract from, or, you know, hopefully this idea was just helpful. Hopefully this video was just helpful to you. But yeah, that's why some of these ideas are a little weird, because, you know, we don't have any information to go on. Brand new month, brand new year, brand new week, brand new day. Normally we have a, you know, a green month or a red month to let us know what the expectation is, but we don't. So, you know, that's why this, you know, this one was a little weird. But you know, these are the ideas I'm taking a look at. Definitely gonna keep these ideas. Like I said, they're on the watch list. So definitely looking for some early volume in the pre-market. We got a lot of them that's up a little bit now. So we're gonna see what type of volume and movement we have in the morning. But you know, that's it. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Subscribe, like, comment. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you don't believe that the BMW is real, it is.